Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes Commander Class Silverbolt. So, don't have the box because I decided to go biking up to my local Target, and when I got there I was not expecting there to be so much. Like, they had just restocked, and like freaking everything I wanted was there. The Constructicons, Silverbolt, so I was like, holy crap. So I bought them, and the Constructicons box fit in my backpack along with Bone Crushers, because I got Bone Crushers, but I needed to make room because Silverbolt's box would not fit. So I just decided open Silverbolt up there when I left, and then put him and all his parts in my bag and then bike down. So I unfortunately had to throw away the box for Silverbolt, but it's okay. We don't need all of the Commander class boxes. But here is Silverbolt in his plain mode here, and he is a solid Commander class. We're starting off in his shuttle mode because he was packed in shuttle mode when I got him out the box. So yeah, but you can see here he's a long dude. Like, he's not that big, but he's pretty long. But yeah, dope looking space shuttle there. You can see it's a nice gold paint there on his side and the front. Autobot logos on the wings there. Yeah, just a lot of gray plastic though. Black tip on the nose there. And then most of the robot is on his bottom carriage, but honestly it looks fine. I'm not gonna hate on it too much. You can see Superion's head literally right here, so that is pretty funny. The landing gears are back here are literally just his hip skirts. They don't actually roll, which sucks, but yeah. But it's cool how they made the hip skirts his landing gear. And then this front one just comes out of the back of Superion's head, which is pretty funny. But yeah, I think this guy looks quite good. They did give him the ability to do the droop snoot on the front of the shuttle here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, dope little jet. Not much to say about it for now, but yeah. So accessory wise, Silverbolt comes with this little gun here, and you can just take this and you can plug this on the bottom like so. And yeah, he also comes with this piece here, which I had folded out. This becomes the gun when he turns into Superion, but you can see it's a very glossy black plastic. But we'll talk more about this and the rest of his accessories in a minute, but for now we're going to get some quick comparisons out here. So for the first comparison, here he is with the original skeleton combiner Motormaster. Here he is with another Commander class Armada Optimus Prime. Next, here he is with my favorite Commander class, another Jetbot Siege Jetfire. And then lastly, here he is with the other Commander class that I got recently, Hook and Long Haul. So, there you go. So now, for the rest of Silverbolt's accessories, obviously I said he comes with this, but he also comes with this giant thing here, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring the camera up just a little bit. It also comes with this big freaking like shuttle thing, or not shuttle thing. It's just a brick, really. But this becomes the parts and pieces required for Superion. But it can do more than just be a brick. But we'll get to that in a second. As you can see, just giving you a look of it here. See all that paint there. So yeah. But what we can do, we can take this piece here, just bring this section down like so, and then this little port is going to go onto this peg right here, and then you can just peg that in just like so. Then you want to come to these little red clips, which this is the only use for these red clips, is this mode right here. Just bring these up like so, and then you can take these back panels here and flip these out. And then what we can do with Silverbolt is we can come to his wings, bring these up like so, and then take these little panels here and just flip these out. Same thing on this side, like so. And then these clips are going to go over his leg sections there, so you can just clip those together like so. And then take his wings here and bring them back down, make sure that they tab in accordingly like that. And then you can take this back tail fin piece here and just split this down the middle like so, and you get some Autobot symbol-ish looking, I say ish because it looks a little funky, but get some Autobot symbol looking detail there. And that is the gigantic space shuttle Silverbolt mode that you can do with Superion, and you can flip up these landing gear, you won't really need them anymore. But yeah, this thing is freaking big. But just how big, I will show you if my camera wants to focus on Silverbolt. Okay, well, whatever. So, for the first comparison here, I will bring in Motormaster with his trailer. Now, the thing about Motormaster here is that this worked because it was supposed to be his trailer, but even, like, you see the small freaking wheels there, even that was plagued by the combination engineering. But I like this for Silverbolt. It's just that when you don't have this on, it literally is just a brick that can do nothing else. Like, at least Motormaster's like was his trailer, but yeah. So there you go. And then here we have, here's our Mono Prime again, and I'll bring in his trailer here, just like so. So you can see, oh wait, my bad, they're like not lined up at all. It's hard to do commander classes, because they're all so freaking huge. You can see how they look there. And then lastly, I'll bring in Long Haul with Devastator's pieces. Did not mean to do that, my bad. So, oh, I just dropped a part of Armada Prime. Where'd it go? Huh. Oh well. So, there you have that. So, yeah, that is basically it for his jet mode. So I'm going to go ahead and decombine Silverbolt from this giant thing here so we can get into his transformation. When you take this off, you can flip these red clips back down because you won't need them any longer. So once you have Silverbolt back in his jet mode, or detached from that big look there, just flip these panels down, collapse the wings, and then flip this panel back up there. My computer shut down, so now you can see me. Hi. And remove his little blaster here. So, for transformation, first thing you want to do is just move the nose cone down so you can go ahead and open this section up here, and then flip this in and collapse this down. He comes packaged like this, by the way. And then you want to come to this back tail section here, and just, it's on a double hinge, so just bring this up, shift it up like that, and then take the front nose cone here and bring this up, and Superion's head will go with it, because when you're transforming him, you don't want Superion's head to be completely attached in here, or else the nose cone won't tab into his head there. So just bring Superion's head down, bring this up there, and then on this joint there, and for some reason there is a rotation joint right here, but this thing literally never needs to rotate, and no one on YouTube seems to know why that is, so that's fun. Anyway, just there's a looping point right here that you want to just let in like that, and then bring this down, and these two tabs will go into this little section right there, so just clip that in like so. So you have that. Then you're going to take the wings here and just bring these up for now. And now we can move on to the rest of Silverbolt. So you're going to come to his side sections here and bring these out. These are going to become his legs. So you're going to bring these down and then rotate it around. Then you can take his foot here and flip this down. And then you can take the heel and flip this back, just like so. And there is one of Silverbolt's legs all done. And now same thing on this side, so just bring this out, like that, rotate this around, flip down his foot, and flip out the heel, just like so. And then you want to take this, I have to lift up the camera because he's getting taller. Then you want to take this section here and just open this up, like so, and then you can bring these sections here out. These will become his arms, and then just take Superion's head and bring this down into the chest until it clicks into place there, like so. And then you want to take Silverbolt's head here, bring this up, rotate this around. Now when you're bringing this section back up, there's these two little gaps right here that Superion's antenna are going to fit into, so be mindful and very careful of that when you are transforming this guy, or else you might damage something, and we don't want that to happen. There you go. So once you get that, just flip and clip his chest back in, like so, and then you take the arms here, bring these down, and then you can flip out the fists like so. And there you have Silverbolt in his robot mode. And he's very chunky at the chest there. That's because of how he has to like combine and all that, but yeah, very, very chunky at the chest. With this backpack here, you can flare the wings out a bit if you want, but I just am going to choose to leave him collapsed back like that, just because I display him in Superion mode anyway, so not going to be a problem for me. But yeah, didn't mean to activate too much of that ankle tilt. His ankle tilt's like swooped into place, so you gotta like get it out. But yeah, so bring him up close here, so you can see you got some nice silver painting down the face, Autobot symbol on the chest, pretty minimal detail here, going down the rest of his body, and literally the entire like plane just is on his back. So yeah. But yeah, so articulation wise, there's a ball joint at the head, so you can do some tilt there, and then you can rotate it a full 360. He can look up, can't really look down. The arms can go out that far, can do a full 360 as well, to get a swivel at the bicep there, and you do get a little over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, and you can bring the wrist down if you needed to for any reason. And then you do have a waist joint, but because of the backpack, it's very very hindered, so it's a very slight waist joint, but it is there. You just move all this around to get it to work, but yeah. The legs, if you flip up his hip skirts here, can go up that far, back that far, can go out that far, swivel at the thigh there. You do have a double jointed knee due to transformation, so that's one knee joint, or you can use that knee joint there. And then the ankles, the feet can go up if you need them to, heels can go up and down if you need them to, and you do get hella ankle tilt as well. Right there. And then for accessories, you get his blaster here, which you can plug into his hand, like so, and now he has a little tiny little gun thing that you can use if you want him to have that. But yeah, so now for some more comparisons. Here he is with Motormaster. Here he is with Hook. Here he is with Armada Prime. And then finally, here he is with Long Haul. So there you go. So normally this is where I would end the review, but we do still have this thing, and there are two other things that you can do with this. So first, I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and we're going to come over here, flip this up, flip that up there, and then just completely remove this piece there. Then we're going to take this and flip it around like that, and set it down and put that out to the side. Then we're going to want to take this piece, flip this up, take this, flip this up, so it looks like that, and then come to these sections here and rotate them around like so. And now there are these two tabs on either side here that are going to go onto those slots on the thigh pieces of Superion. Just line those up. Oh wait, did I do this wrong? Hold on. I think it's like this. Hold on. I think it could be like this. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, my bad. Oh wait, no, it's not. It is like this. I was just doing it wrong because I'm freaking dumb. So forget I said, just touch it so it looks like that. And then you can take this piece here, just flatten it out like that, take this barrel piece and flip this out, and then these two little light sections are going to clip onto that piece there. So clip that on, then you can take Silverbolt's other blaster and peg that one on the front there of that, and now you have this battle station that's Silverbolt. 1 second. Silverbolt can stand behind if you want him to, and this is the most redundant part of this entire figure, so I'm gonna go ahead and just move on from it. So now we can combine, well, not combine because this is a skeleton combiner, so we can turn him into the base of Superion. So we're basically going back into jet mode with a few things different. So first thing you're gonna do, take his hands here and flip those in, and then take the arms here and bring them back like so. Same thing on this side, and then flip that back. Then we're going to open his chest piece here, rotate his head and flip it down, take Superion's head and flip it up here, and then take the arms and bring them in, clip that down, bring this section up again, and then make sure all that is sitting the way it should, and then just clip it together. Then you can take Superion's head and rotate it around. Next, you're going to take the feet here, straighten out the foot, flip up the heel, and then bring the foot up like that, and then rotate it and bring it up on the first knee hinge like so, and then bring it up and flip it over the arm section just like that. Same thing on this side, straighten the foot, flip up the heel, flip up his toes, rotate this around, collapse this up, bring this up, have that in like so. And that is what you'll need for that, but you also want to open up this section here, bring this back piece up, and then bring this back piece up like so. And then you can just split this off to the side. For now we can bring this stupid thing back in and just remove this. This is Superion's gun, but we'll talk about this more when we get into his fully combined mode. Then remove this piece and put this off to the side. Now for this, what you want to do is you take the hip skirts, and since we're going in it from the base thing mode, we'll just do it like that. So bring his thighs down and then rotate the sections around like so. Same thing here, bring this down and then rotate it around like so. Take these sections and flip them back down. Then you can take this chest piece here and flip it up, and then take this piece here and flip it out like so. Now you can bring the Silverbolt back in here, and there's a few things that are going to happen. So these two slots are going to go onto those two clips there. This little peg is going to go on that port up there, and then the chest will connect. So I recommend doing this first. So clip Silverbolt onto the actual waist, and then flip this panel in on the inside and just peg it in like so. And then you can, because it's going to sit at an angle now, so just bring that down and then have that sit like that, and then flip the wings back. And then the chest piece here, these little tabs are going to go into those little rivets into the sides of Superion there. So, and then these little squares inside his chest are going to fill in there. Just press all that in like so, and there is the base of Superion all formed. So I'm going to put him right there, and we're going to grab his limbs. So these entire side sections here come off, and you can just rip these out like so. We'll do these last, and then you're going to take these two sections here and split them. Oh my gosh, why are these so hard to split apart? There you go. Split apart like so, and then we'll start with this one. So first thing I'm going to do, take this piece here, collapse this down to hear it click, till you hear it click, like so. And then you want to take this section here and bring this up like so. Then bring up this connector, and then you're going to take this little black piece here and just push it up, and that's going to keep this in place. So then you want to take his little black section here and flip this down, and that's going to be his foot. And then you can take this, same way Minosaur does it, and just slot this combiner peg through his leg like so. So there you have that. Now what you want to do, same thing on this side, collapse this, bring this up, flip this up, and then push that tab in, and then flip this down. Give me 1 second, I need to close my door because my father is being unnecessarily loud. Okay, sorry about that. So once you have that done, you're going to attach this other leg here, like so, and as you can see now, this guy is tall as hell, so yeah, he's a big boy for sure. So once you have that, now we can bring in the arms, and I don't have any of the aerial bots, so this is purely just for Silverbolt. So just bring up his arms here, because I say that because normally how they want you to do it is put the aerial bots on while you're at this step, and then you'll split them apart here, but I don't have any, so anyway, bring this down and then tab. Oh, why is it not going in? There you go. Tab that in like that, and then same thing on this side, so just untab this. I find it easy to just bring this section up a bit and then you can untab that, but yeah. And then extend it like that, collapse that down again, and then this little black clip will go over Silverbolt's foot. So just clip that into place like so, and then position that however you want. And now also the instructions don't say anything about these pieces, so you can either leave them out like that or collapse them in. I collapse them in because I feel like when I get the aerial bots, then I'll fling them out, but for now I'm just gonna leave them like that. So I'll do the same thing with this arm, bring the fist up here, extend this section out, and then bring this out so you can extend this piece like so, and then just slot the arm on there, and then position that how you want. And there you go, there is Superion. Not fully combined, but out of his little box mode. But yeah, he looks dope. Superion looks freaking dope. Big fan of how he looks so far. Even without the aerial bots, he looks sick. But you can see that those transformations, a lot of similar stuff from Menasor. I think the arms are the most similar, and then like the legs are probably the most different from Menasor. But yeah, dope combination, dope transformation. Really, really cool, and he looks absolutely awesome, as you can see. And then the backpack up here doesn't look as bad on Superion as it does for Silverbolt, but hey. So, articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you can do a little bit of tilt there. He can look up a bit. He can look a little down. Sorry, I thought I had to like burp or something. His antenna, by the way, they do come off, so be a little mindful of that. The arms here are on ratchets, so they can be full 360, and they can go out that far. You get a swivel here at the bicep, and you do get 90 degrees of bend at the arm. And then the wrists are on swivels, which is nice, and they can go in if you need them to due to transformation. You do get a waist joint as well, which is actually, wait, no, you can get it to go all the way around if you need to, but yeah. And then for his legs here, the hip skirts can go up, so the leg can come up, can go up that far. These are on very, very soft ratchets, by the way, his hips. And they can go back pretty much all the way. Bring the arm up here, and they can go out that far. And then the thighs are on a swivel there, and you have a knee bend there, and then the toes, you do have ankle tilt, but these can also come up due to transformation if you need them to, but I doubt that anyone will use that, so yeah. There you go. Now the last piece of Superion that is accurate to the G1 cartoon is his blaster here. So you can do two things with this. You can either flip down this little handle here and have him hold this, which doesn't look bad. I mean, yeah. Or you can do it the show accurate way. Flip that handle down, bring this piece up just a little bit, and then use this square and plug it on right there. And now it's basically just a part of his arm. So, yeah, that's how I'm gonna have him displayed. But yeah, he looks dope. I really do like the way Superion looks. Yeah. I've seen videos of the other aerial bots being on him, and when you put, is it Air Raid? Or whichever one, on his legs, he sticks out like this much. It's crazy. And then obviously like Menasor too, this trapdoor thing here. Wait, oh, it's on the bottom. This trapdoor thing will close. So, yeah. He's dope. I do like Silverbolt. So, now for some combiner comparisons here. So, firstly, here he is with what we have of SS86 Devastator. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is the highest I can go on my camera, but I'll go ahead and lift it up so you can show you. Yeah, this is what we have of SS86 Devastator so far. He is taller by a little bit, so yeah, pretty cool stuff there. And it's literally this dude's heavy. He's huge. Like, oh my gosh, good job to freaking hit. Here he is with the Siege Commander Jetfire. Here he is with Armada Optimus Prime, who's my second favorite commander class, even though he is the smallest. Or no, Magmatron is smaller. And then, last but not least, here he is with Menasor. so you can see how these two look together. Definitely like Superion more based off the engineering alone. I like that they made the hips soft ratchets as opposed to this. So yeah, definitely an upgrade. So there you go. So there you have it. There's the Transformers Age of the Primes Commander Class Silverbolt, and yeah, better than Menasor, definitely. Don't like him more than Jetfire, but I think he's my third favorite Commander class for sure. In terms of combiners right now, he's second favorite. I think, even though he's not complete yet, I think Devastator is my favorite. And then Menasor is just in the bucket right now, but he's cool. He's not that bad. It's just with the updated engineering of Superion, it's just this guy's obviously better than him. So, and then freaking Revenge of the Fallen Devastator whenever I decide to freaking finish that. But so yeah, dope figure, dope stuff. Very happy. So yeah. So that is it. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you want to see more from my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.